Hey everybody, Coachjbkay here with you for an 8-4 draft, avacyn restored, and another draft. And we're looking at our pool here. Looks like we're just going to take the Mist Raven. We've got the Soulcage Fiend, Dreadslaver, which is fine. It's just a little slow. Turns into generally an unblockable 3/5 unless you got something to pair with it. So just going to take the Mist Raven and maybe go with blue bounce. Okay, in this pack, strongest card by far is the Dark Imposter. The only card that's on color is Crippling Chill. There's some other black stuff in here too. There's some fixing, but just going to go with the Imposter for the second pick. Alright. Here's a Seraph of Dawn. I wouldn't mind going white-blue, but I think that we'll just stick with our colors for now, because Dark Imposter can pretty much take over a game. I'll go ahead and go within the Void. And try and use a little bit of tempo. Okay, let's see what we've got. There's another Seraph, so someone's going to be solidly in white. I think maybe we want to go ahead and run Homicidal Seclusion and just try to make this a sack type. Here there's some good green, there's a Gloom Widow, but we're going to take the Butcher Ghoul. There's a wall, Glide Shift, some other random stuff. I don't often run Homicidal, but I think that it works for what we're doing. Here, it's going to take, I think, the Peel, some other decent blue and black in here. This is a good sign that maybe we're in the right colors. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and peel just in case I do have Homicidal Seclusion online and I need to get rid of somebody. Okay, got some good cards here. The Butcher Ghouls work a little bit against Seclusion, but they're great sack outlets. Mouthfeel Twins also fine. And the Surgeon is also pretty good, especially in a 40 card deck. Let's see how we're doing on cost. I think I'm just going to go with another Butcher Ghoul. Okay, here, I don't really want either of these black cards. Mental Agony can be good, but I think I'm going to go with the Lightning Prowess here because it would cause us some difficulty. It's also a great card. One of the enchant creature auras that I like to run. Okay, I'm going to take the Fiend here. Here, Gambit is fine in a loner type of strategy, but let's go ahead and take the Necrobite and have a trick. Exquisite Blood is another one of those cards that I don't frequently use, but I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. It may fit into what we're doing. Looking for some hard removal, Bone Splinters, etc. And some creatures who can sack. Essence Harvest is fine for what we're doing. Here, go ahead and take Bower Passage. The card has some usage. Pact. And just a land. Let's see what Fact 2 has to offer us here. Maybe an on-color bomb. Be nice. Oh, it's Wild Defiance. Okay. The Latch Seeker is fine. This pairing is okay, but it kind of, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting it next turn around, see if it tables to us, but I don't foresee that happening. I could take a Crypt Creeper, but I don't really want to be doing that too much. We've got the double Butcher Ghoul. Can I go ahead and take Latch Seeker here? Looks like just from the list of people in this draft, we have Viserys Targaryen here. So that's a little bit intimidating. If you've read the Game of Thrones series at all, great series. We're just waiting on the next pack. Okay, let's see. Our blue is getting cut somewhere. Searchlight Geist is fine. There are a lot of decent cards in here for other colors. You've got Gold Knight Commander and an Archangel. There's also an Exterminator and a Defang, which does kind of ruin us. But we need to go ahead and just pick up the Geist. There's nothing else really in here for us. Alright, the Connoisseur is fine for what we're doing. Armaments is also good, but the Connoisseur gives us some ability to dictate the flow of the game if we end up with Seclusion. And there's another one, but we're going to take the Deathwind. There's Triumph of Cruelty in here, and Second Guess on color, and also this guy. And also another Connoisseur, which is fine, but I think we just need to go with the hard removal here. I don't know if I'm going to run this card or not. It's cool looking, but I don't know. I mean, it seems like when you get it online, it would be a big deal. Here, there's some really good green, and also another Connoisseur. I don't mind the driver here, and I think that might be the pick for us. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this driver. I can't believe green is quite this open, but it's looking pretty open. Strangely, you don't see that a great deal. Alright, so we've got Drake, Executioner, and a Mentor. I don't really think we need to mill, so I'm not going to pick up the Mentor. It takes a while to mill in just a 40 card deck. The Drake is fine and all, but I'm going to pick the Executioner because I'm a little bit light on removal. Here there's another Butcher Ghoul. It's fine as well. Alright, there's nothing here for us. A decent white card. I'm going to go ahead and go with Fleeting Distraction. And here I could go with Gambit. I'm not going to use it though, I don't believe. I'm just going to go ahead and hate out the Wild Defiance. That card can be a beating. Another Necrobite. I don't know that I really want to use that. Natural End can be problematic for us, but I'm not going to hate. I'm going to go ahead and take the other Necrobite. I may not use it. Okay, and the Ghoul Flesh. Trying for Cruelty for us here. Probably not going to run that. And the Connoisseur tables, so we'll be glad to pick that up. We're at 12 creatures. Do need more. Okay, what we got? I'm not going to run 2 Necrobites. Not certain I'm going to run the Essence Harvest. Would really love some Bone Splinters here for these Butcher Ghouls. Or some more bounce with another Raven. Okay, just going to take this guy immediately, and last a Battle Hymn. I'm not certain if it's of the Republic or not, but it is possible. There are Republics out there, and it's a hymn. looking pretty decent up front. 3 Butcher Ghouls stops the white-red beatdown fairly effectively. So I like that. Wow, this is a straight bomb. I really don't want to pass this, especially looking at the other cards here. I'm going to take the Silver Heart, and I could be persuaded to play it over the blue if we look at more green, because this card is one of the top bombs in Limited, as many of you probably know. In here also there's a Thunderous Wrath, and the cards for us would be a Geist and a Driver, but I think I'm just going to take the Silver Heart. I may pull out a blue here depending. And then, of course, as soon as I say that, there's another Mistraven, which we will gladly take. I hate that the Silver Heart rides the bench, however. Okay, here, well, we've got a choice. We're a little bit creature-light, so I do need to pick up another creature. If I was going to roll double Mistraven into the Void, that's some really good bounce. It is double blue. This works against our Homicidal Seclusion, the Silver Heart. Would really love to play it though, but I'm going to pick up the Banishment. In this pack also we have a Mauler, some other green cards, some other good green cards. The Lumberknot, not usable with black. The Swine, and a little guy, but I think we've got enough up front for now, so just the Banishment. Okay. Here's our Bone Splinters. There's also a Soul Cage Fiend. I wouldn't mind running that at all, but I think we just need to go with the removal to fit with our Butcher Ghouls. And here's another Bone Splinters. Here's Human Frailty. The Bone Splinters really works well for us though. It kills anything, and that's what we want to be doing. Could almost run this as a straight black, but we'd be a little creature light, which is fine. I really hate this. I hate that he rides it, but getting the big bomb third pack in an off color, it's just how it goes. I would not pass him though over anything other than maybe another Mistraven or a black removal spell. I think we've got enough removal working as well. We're at 27 cards, though. We are going to have to cut a few things. Fleeting Distraction, probably not going to make our cut. Neither is Ghoul Flesh. Heal is questionable. We're not going to run double Necrobite. So there is some stuff that we can cut that's not creature-based. Exquisite Blood also, I don't know if we want to be doing this or not. I've honestly never run the card in a draft. I'm not sure. I mean, in theory, it looks really cool. Okay, here we have some picks here actually. There's a Taskmaster, which works well with our loner strategy. That's going to be our pick. There's also another Butcher Ghoul, but running 4, if we want to run Homicidal Seclusion, is not what I want to be doing, so I'll take the Taskmaster. Okay, Grave Exchange is fine for us, so we'll take that. There's a Drake. This card can do some damage to us, but I think we'd just rather have the Drake. Another Essence Harvest, Favorable Winds. We don't have that much flying, we do have a little bit. It's not enough to run Favorable Winds, I don't think, though I do like this card in some decks. Essence Harvest with the Searchlight Geist. I think we'll just pick up the Geist here. Appetite for Brains is a fine sideboard card for us, so we'll go ahead and grab that. If we run into any big body decks, we'll throw that in perhaps. And the Silver Heart right in the sidelines. That hurts. That hurts me. That hurts. Okay, another Crypt Creeper. Rolls around to us. Take the Right Crown Ghoul here and just take that out in case there's a blue mill deck going around from Stern Mentor. Go ahead, take the Outwit. It's painful. It's painful to see the Silver Heart on the sidelines, breaking my heart. So we ended up with a pretty good black-blue deck. I would like to run Exquisite Blood. I don't know if it's going to make the cut or not, but I'd like to run it just to see how it works in actual play. This format, a little bit of life gain goes a long way, so that may be something we want to do. Combined with something like an Essence Harvest, that's a nice combo. Get double results. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and build this deck, and I will be back in just a moment. Alright, here's what we've ended up with. We've got double Bone Splinters, triple Butcher Ghoul, Appeal, 2 Searchlight Geist, 1 Connoisseur, I have another one on the sideboard, Soul Cage Fiend, the Drake, a Lat Seeker, Taskmaster, and Foster, Into the Void, the Driver, double Mistraven, an Executioner. I am going to try the Exquisite Blood because we don't have a lot on the late end here, and Homicidal Seclusion, and a Banishment, and also a Deathwind. So the removal in this deck is great if we can just get our strategy online. Let's see what happens, and go ahead and see what the suggestion is. We are running a lot of black, but I do want to be able to cast the Mistravens on Q, so we'll just go with 8 islands, 9 swamps, and we'll go ahead and submit, and I will find you in round 1. Again, this is Coachjbkay with the mtgnoob, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. Thanks guys, and I'll be back in a minute.